Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. According to Fabrizio Romano, Jadon Sancho to Manchester United is a done deal. A deal has been agreed between Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund for Jadon Sancho. Manchester United agree a £73 million fee with Borussia Dortmund for Sancho. There's £5 million in add-ons. The medical is pending. Sancho will undergo his medical after the Euros. Manchester United are set to finalise the personal terms. Jadon Sancho is set to sign a 5-year contract with Manchester United with an option of a further 12 months. Jadon Sancho wants to wear the number 7 shirt. Jadon Sancho is our first signing in this summer transfer window. So the Jadon Sancho transfer saga has finally come to a conclusion. It was a long-running transfer saga because we was in for Sancho for like the last 2 years or so. But I knew there was always something in Sancho to Man United because, it's been stemming from reliable journalists, Fabrizio Romano spoken a lot about the Sancho saga, and so too has Christian Falk from Bild. Last summer, Sancho to Man United was extremely close. Dortmund's valuation last summer was £108 million. We was reluctant to meet that valuation, so that's why we didn't get him last summer. Dortmund set a deadline last year. They said we had until the 10th of August to sign the player. We obviously missed out on that deadline, so Sancho remained at Dortmund. And Dortmund said the other week that they wanted Sancho's future resolved before they begin their pre-season tour on the 23rd of July. Sancho is a great signing for Manchester United. The reasons is because he'll improve us, he'll assure us goals, he's very, very good at creating chances. In general, he'll fit in our team perfectly, and he's still young and he's got a lot of development in him. Plus, he's got a very, very good friendship with Marcus Rashford. Rashford and Sancho do touch base with each other a lot. Don't forget, yesterday night, it said Marcus Rashford appeared to confirm Sancho's move to Man United. Then obviously after that, Marcus Rashford denies confirming Sancho's move to Man United. He said he got hacked. Jadon Sancho endured 4 years with Borussia Dortmund. He scored 50 goals in 137 appearances. Dortmund paid just £7 million for him from Man City back in 2017. And he had a contract with Dortmund until 2023. Borussia Dortmund have identified their replacement. They've been looking at Daniel Malen from PSV. Sky Sports in Germany said the other day that Man United and Borussia Dortmund agreed a fee of €85 million for Sancho. Don't forget we had an opening offer of £67 million rejected. So yeah, this is very, very good news from Man United perspective. You know that Sancho is a done deal to Man United. Who's going to be our next signing after Jadon Sancho? Now, obviously, you know the news on Rafael Varane from Real Madrid. Reports recently said that Man United have a total agreement with Real Madrid for Rafael Varane. Rafael Varane is demanding £400,000 a week in wages. It says Man United are unwilling to meet Rafael Varane's £400,000 a week wage demands. Florentino Perez recently gave us an update on Rafael Varane. He insists Real Madrid have not received any official bids. But Varane's made it clear that he wants a move to Man United, and Man United have been progressing with the Varane deal. Not so long ago, it says Real Madrid could sell Varane for £40 to £45 million, which is a bargain. Real Madrid believe that Varane has agreed terms with Man United. There has been talks of a Paul Pogba and Rafael Varane swap deal, but it said Real Madrid rejected Man United's offer to swap Paul Pogba for Rafael Varane. Not so long ago, we had a £50 million bid rejected for Varane. Obviously, it says Real Madrid were demanding £80 million. We've been in contact with Varane's agents. Varane refused a contract at Real Madrid. Fabrizio Romano did say that not so long ago. Varane's current contract at Real Madrid expires next year. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world, and he's highly experienced, and he's got a very good pedigree as a player. He's won 18 major honours at Real Madrid. And he's been a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He's been with them over 10 years now, and he's made over 300 appearances in all competitions. Now, you know the news on Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo could possibly make a return to Man United. Jorge Mendes is set for a Cristiano Ronaldo transfer meeting. Cristiano Ronaldo will decide on his future soon. Fabrizio Romano give us an update on Ronaldo. He said that Ronaldo is not negotiating a new contract with Juventus, and he has a big decision to make this summer. Reports from Italy said the other week that Man United offered Cristiano Ronaldo a 2-year contract worth £17 million a year, which equates to around £330,000 a week. And obviously there has been talks of a Cristiano Ronaldo and Paul Pogba swap deal. Ronaldo has been at Juventus for like 3 years. His current contract at Juventus expires next year. Juventus paid £100 million for him from Real Madrid back in 2018. Ronaldo is regarded as the best player in the world. You know, he's won 32 major trophies in his playing career, and he's won 5 Ballon d'Ors. A lot of United fans would take Ronaldo back despite him being the age of 36. We had Ronaldo for 6 years. We had him from 2003 to 2009. We paid £12 million for him from Sporting Lisbon. And we sold him to Real Madrid in 2009 for £80 million. Solskjaer privately rates Cristiano Ronaldo as the best player he's ever played alongside, and the Glazers have already held talks with George Mendes. Earlier on today, I give you the news on Leon Goretzka. Sport Build said that Man United are interested in signing Leon Goretzka if Paul Pogba leaves the club. I don't think there's anything in Leon Goretzka to Man United, because he said that, Leon Goretzka wants to extend his deal with Bayern Munich. His current contract at Bayern Munich expires next year. Leon Goretzka's market value is £63 million. Leon Goretzka's endured 4 seasons at Bayern Munich. He's made 112 appearances. Goretzka is 26 years of age. He's predominantly a box-to-box midfielder, but he can be deployed as a right winger and a defensive midfielder. Real Madrid and Barcelona have also been interested. Now, before Bayern Munich, he was at Schalke, and before Schalke, he was at Bochum. So yeah, I'm expecting Manchester United to enjoy a very, very good summer transfer window. It's very, very likely that Solskjaer's going to get all the players he wants to recommend in. Not so long ago, it said that Solskjaer already decided on his transfer targets, and he did mention that he wants to strengthen up in 4 positions. If we make around 4 or 5 signings in this summer transfer window, I'm convinced we can challenge for the Premier League title next season. Next season is going to be massive for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he is aware of that. This summer transfer window is Solskjaer's 5th transfer window as permanent Man United manager. Don't forget, our board did say they'll back Solskjaer with a 3-year contract and summer signings, despite the Europa League final loss to Villarreal last season. Before the summer transfer window opened, he said Solskjaer had been given a 150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players. Joe Glazer promised Manchester United supporters that Solskjaer will get the funds that are available. Joe Glazer attended a fans forum on the 4th of June. It was his first attendance in 15, 16 years. Now, we are going to offload players in this summer transfer window, so reflecting on that, our transfer budget will increase. There's a good chance that we're going to offload Anthony Martial. There's a good chance we're going to offload Van der Beek. Could offload Juan Mata. There's a good chance we'll offload Nemanja Matic. Pogba could still leave the club. Brandon Williams, I'm expecting us to loan him out. Alex Telles, we could offload him. I think we should offload Phil Jones. Tuanzebe looks very, very likely we're going to be offloading him. Delors, he's leaving. Andres Pereira, I think we'll be looking to get rid of him permanently. So there you go. But, Solskjaer, I think he is our best manager since Ferguson. you know, there is United fans that are Ollie in, and there's also United fans that are Ollie out. Especially with that loss against Villarreal in the Europa League final last season. But I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does deserve next season. But I don't think he's a long-term manager for Manchester United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. Ole has enjoyed 2 full seasons at Man United, so obviously next season will be his 3rd full season. And Solskjaer's been in charge of Man United now for 30 months, which is over 2 years. He's been permanent Man United manager for around 27 months, because obviously in Solskjaer's first 3 months he was the interim manager. Obviously Ole did very, very well as the interim manager, so reflecting on that, the club decided to give him the job permanently back in March 2019. Ole has just under a year left on the current 3-year contract he signed when he got the job permanently back in March 2019. Reflecting now on his been with us, he has gained some managerial experience and he has learnt quite a bit on the job. The reason Solskjaer is still Manchester United manager is because he's a club legend. That's what's basically saved him. Disregarding being a club legend, I can almost assure he wouldn't have been Manchester United manager now. Ole endured 11 years as a player for Man United and he flourished under Sir Alex Ferguson's guidance. But Ole hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager. Obviously, before he was with us, he was at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles at Molde, but they're not a big club. He endured 2 spells at Molde, and before then he was at Cardiff, and Solskjaer's record at Cardiff was absolutely disastrous. The reason he got sacked from Cardiff is because he ended up getting them relegated. And Solskjaer's decision making also concerns me, because in a lot of his games at Man United he has been tactically naive. But I'd say next season Solskjaer's got to win a trophy at Man United if he is to remain Manchester United manager. Because Ole's not yet won a trophy, and we haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is 4 years ago, and that's nowhere near good enough to our standards. But there's things I've got to credit Solskjaer for. I didn't expect Solskjaer to do as well as he has done, so in that aspect, I am shocked. You've got to say he has done a good job to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. And Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United, he had a lot to do and he knew it was going to be a massive job despite him knowing the club through thick and thin. Ole has made good signings as Man United manager. He has now spent over £300 million. He's got rid of a lot of the deadwood since he's come in. In Ole's first full season, he got us to 3 semi-finals and got us a 3rd place finish. In his second full season, he got us to the Europa League final. I know we didn't win it, but he still got us to the final. He deserves credit for that. It was his first major final as Man United manager. Last season got us a 2nd place finish. Last season went the entire season without losing away from home in the Premier League, which was a good record. Got us to the FA Cup quarter-final and the EFL Cup semi-final last season. And I like the way Solskjaer has promoted the youth. So, they are the things I've got to credit him for. Ole is our 4th permanent manager since Ferguson. The 3 managers we've sacked since Ferguson was David Moyes, we sacked Louis van Gaal despite him winning the FA Cup, and we sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years despite him winning the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield in his first season. Mourinho also got a second place finish in his first season, so you can say Mourinho did enjoy one good season at Man United. In recent years, we've overpaid for players and our recruitment was poor for a long time. In that aspect, the blame stems from the board. We've only won 4 trophies since Ferguson retired. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013. That's 8 years ago now. And we must have brought a good 39, 40 players in since Ferguson retired. But, we've got a lot of good players. Dean Henderson, very, very good goalkeeper. Not so long ago, it said Solskjaer has chosen Dean Henderson to be our number 1 for next season. It's the right decision. Luke Shaw, very, very good player. He was our best player last season. Eric Bailly, good centre-half, but he's injury-prone, so in that aspect, he is a liability. Harry Maguire's also good when he wants to be. And Wan-Bissaka's a good right-back. I think Bissaka's one of the best right-backs we've had since Gary Neville. Pogba, good player. We've been getting the best out of him in recent months. Pogba recently had a bust-up. With Adrian Rabiot. Pogba did very, very well for France, scored a good goal against Switzerland. I thought he enjoyed a very, very good tournament. McTominay, decent player. Bruno Fernandes, very, very good player. Greenwood, good player. Rashford's good when he wants to be, but obviously he's enjoyed his bad periods. Cavani, he's made a fantastic impact since he's come in. Amad Diallo Traore, he looks a very, very good asset for the first team squad. So there you go. Obviously the Glazers, they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. United fans have been demanding the Glazers out. A lot of United fans were protesting against the Glazers at Old Trafford towards the end of last season. The Glazers have been at Man United for 16 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. Woodward, he's been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. Woodward is resigning at the end of the year because it got announced earlier on this year that he resigned as Man United vice chairman. I presume all United fans were happy with the news regarding Woodward. Woodward's had a 16-year association with the club. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update for today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.